Yes, that's right. I'll tell you, we got all kinds of fun things going on around here. Welcome to Cycles Platters, always powered by coffee, each and every time. That's right, God Mode the Tribal Chief, aka Benji, he's here. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. I know that, Rachel is doing, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you can't win no matter what. Rachel is doing some live CD review thing for the new Alice Cooper, which I'm still planning on getting. The Tribal Chief is here. That's right. The Tribal Chief is here. I'm the wise man. Also, of the land of the VC. Misfit Toys. That's right. That will never die. Oh, look who it is. Hey, sweetie. How you doing? I'm glad to see you. I like the avatar. That is very, very cute. I'm a little behind today. Just a little bit. Not too much. Now, it's been broiling. Oh, my God. When I went into the car, when I left work today, I'm not kidding you on this, my car thermometer said 106. I'm like, holy crap. Well, of course it was because it was sitting out in the sun all day. So by the time I went to the gas station, it was 97. Well, it's currently 94 right now. Never ends. Just never ends, for God's sakes. I hate this. You know, it was supposed to rain originally tomorrow. That's not happening. I don't even know if they changed it for Thursday either. I'm like, ugh, whatever. Yes, Toby Beans is still in heat. Yes. 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 Do you want to come up here? Are you up for that? All right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the obligatory Toby Beans cameo. I love you. My furry grandcat. I love you. Even if you are in heat and you're annoying. It's ridiculous. Yeah, she's a good kitty. Usually. I have no problems if you want a kitty. Okay? None. I fell in love with this one. Yeah, it's not because of the humidity. It's just simply hot as fuck. That's what it is. Imagine if 72 or 69 weather. It's hot here in Jersey as well. My AC is set at 80, and it feels like a freezer compared to outside. Well, yeah. Well, because you were talking about pets. Well, I'm glad you popped in for a minute or two, hon. Always good to see you. I know you get busy. Love you, God, Angel. You know that. Hey, Fred. How are you? Ouch. Are you digging your claws into me? Really? Really? Slightly digging her claws into me. No, she's not. Okay. You want me to let you down? I know. You want to come back later? Maybe? All right. I know. I know. You like to... Uh-oh. almost lost you. Ow. Okay. The obligatory Toby Beans cameo, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. Hot. It's hot out there. And if it isn't your part of America or wherever you're at, stay cool, stay hydrated. It is important. And yeah, I know I shouldn't probably be drinking coffee, but I've been drinking lots of water today too, so we're okay with that. We'll explain in a little while, of course, more Maiden for Sweet Wildfire. There is, of course, an explanation. There's always an explanation in regards to the titles here of the show. I want to thank, seriously, my new subscribers. I did gain another handful since the last broadcast. The only one that popped up this time, though, was Stephen McElwain. And good to see Stephen back on board. Yes, indeed. I watched one of his recent videos in regards to a CIA book reading. I remember seeing that, right? Also, I've got 2 different prayer requests going right now. All right. One, I just found out about this afternoon, and I guess it happened last night. Prayers to Dave Edmonds. People originally said he died. He did not die, at least as I'm filming here. Okay. Hopefully he'll be all right. But he had a major cardiac arrest. Okay, at 81, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I know, sweetie. But they said that there could be a little bit of brain damage, and his chance of getting possibly another one is high. That was according to Parade magazine. So prayers to Dave Edmonds. I like him. I liked him in the 80s, slipping away and information, and him being in Rock Pile. I hear you knocking. That kind of stuff, And then a little more personal here to the land of the VC. And she said it was okay if I brought this up, at least what little I'm going to give you. Prayers going out to Beetle Babe, okay? Jen, at least as of yesterday, was still in the hospital, all right? But hopefully she'll be out of hospital very soon. We love you, Jen, and like I said, we want you to get better, and that is the main important thing here. I have to head out on a weed run. You running out of weed? For shame. If you're still on when I get back, I'll stop back. Fact that makes sense. Sure. Jen, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wonder what a little bit of brain. I don't know. Couldn't explain the levels of that kind of stuff. I'm not a brain surgeon, thank God. Yes, play prayers for Jen, everybody. Thank you, Ron. Good to see you here too. Usus, as opposed to Uso. Uso. Understood. If you don't happen, I'm hoping to be up for 90 minutes today at least. So if it turns out it's different, yes, definitely prayers for Beetle Babe. Fact. We love you, and we just want you to get better. That is the main important thing here. Let me plop this over here for a second. I've got bunches of different things. There is one thing that I want to play, though, that I do not think I will get in trouble for. Oh, boy. Do you know in the 90s, Ozzy was in a Pepsi commercial? With a few other cast of characters. I'm not going to lie to you. I really don't know myself, and I'm being honest with you on that. She was running a high fever. It's about the only thing I really do know about this at the moment. Seriously. So, 30-second commercial. I think you guys might get a kick out of it. And I said 30-second, YouTube.
Stupid bloody
Hey, Dad.
bag. No, I'm just
But we really want to show you something.
What is it then? What is it?
These aren't Pepsis. They're Pepsi Twists.
You're a bunch of bloody magicians.
We're not the Osbournes.
You're not?
We're the Osmonds.
Oh, boy.
I dreamt the kids turned into the husband.
Oh, there, dear.
Like twists, Pepsi Twist and Diet Pepsi Twist. It's a twist on a great thing.
Yep, that's right. Donnie Marie and Mrs. Brady. I don't, and that's what's funny. I'm just like, when I tripped on that, I'm like, oh my God. Yes. So in monkey-related news, since we were talking about Jen, because I shared this with her, but I'm going to share this with you guys too. You know, if you're a Davy Jones fan, you may want to go check this out because I did. I'm not playing it because God knows what might happen. But somebody must have found, because in the estate of Tennessee Ernie Ford. All right, remember Tennessee Ernie Ford? Big, 40s, 50s, and 60s? 16 tons. Anyways, he had his own TV show. And it turns out, the segment with Davy, which lasts about 15 minutes long, was put on the Tennessee Ernie Ford TV channel, okay? Just put in Davy Jones and Tennessee Ernie Ford, and you'll get to where you need to. But there also was a almost 2-minute filmed music video, I think it was in England, in 69, of Davy singing Scarborough Fair, which I'm like, interesting, never heard it before. So if you're a Davy Jones fan, go check those things out. Like I said, the Scarborough Fair, that's been up for almost a week. The Davy Jones, oh, and by the way, it's Davy Jones and Tennessee Ernie Ford and Harry Seacombe and others doing a spoof on HMS Pinafore, if you know what I'm talking about. So, yep, 16 tons. Yes, please. Like I said, I'm hoping to get an update soon. I was working today. I didn't want to bother her every day, you know. So, Jen is a friend of mine out in California. She comes up on here. Beetle Babe does from time to time, and she's not doing real good right now. That's all I can say. I mean, she's hospitalized. That's what I'm saying. 16 tons. Anyways, next clip, I have got my friend Devin Michaels. This will be the last one I'll be playing. Off of the new album, his first one in 11 years, off the album Stage Fright, we are going to play Shannon. Yeah, which of course, every time I hear that name, reminds me of my dear friend, rest in peace, Shenanigans. So enjoy this little 5-minute ditty. Yes, unfortunately.
Remember that dive in the middle of town where we hung out and let our hair down? Whoa, times are changing. The noise of the crowd, the music so loud. And how about those looks we got? But we knew just what they were saying. I was looking back through the years, uncovered this book of tears, found a picture of a story not quite over yet. Remember the days that we waited, eagerly anticipated that time would last forever. You and me, ride or die, those nights spent by each other's side went too fast. Just wish it could last. I'll always treasure the times you and I, partners in crime. Where did the days go? Where have you gone?
Ow, damn it.
It's been way too long. Where have you gone? Shannon, it's time to move Rock and roll, it was our heartbeat. A tiny shack was our place to meet. We would drink till dawn. We were young creatures of the night, racing down the road of life. Love and loss. Looking back through the years, we rode hard, had no fears. Where did the days go? Where have you gone, Shanna? It's been way too
I haven't been to the movies in 5 years.
Where have you gone, Shanna? It's time to move on. Then you closed your doors and shut me out. Turned off the lights. I'll never know why you chose to leave. But a piece of my heart remains here. In these days that have long since passed.
Yeah, I know. Some of the album is better than other parts.
Where have you gone, Shanna? It's been way too long. Where have you gone, Shanna? It's time to move on. Where have you gone, Shanna? Time to move on. It's time to
Hey, Penny, good to see you. That's right, from the Devin Michaels group, Shannon. Yeah, off the album Stage Fright. First new album in 11 years. I lost half my audience. I wonder where they went. Is that what did it? No, I don't know. Hopefully not. Devin's a good guy. Maybe everybody's still watching the Alice Cooper CD review. I don't get it. I'm like I said, I do want to get it though. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't get it. All right. So more Maiden for Sweet Wildfire. Today, unfortunately, we have another rock and roll death. That's right. We're pulling a tribute here to Paul Mario Day, who was the original lead singer of Iron Maiden. 1975, 1976, before Dennis Whitlock came, and then you had Paul Di'Anno, and then, of course, you know, the story goes with that. I wanted to, just don't want to pay almost $50 for it. I'm an idiot. $50 for what? I feel stupid here. I don't know. I missed something. Anywho, so basically, like I said, he started out in Iron Maiden, 1975, 76. Gigged around after that in the late 70s. Ended up, the Alice Cooper records, $50. No offense, screw that. I'll just get the CD. Have you heard it online yet, Ron? It doesn't sound very cool. What was it? I heard with Black Mamba, was it? It was okay, but it wasn't great. I hope there's I hope the really good outweigh the not so good. $50 though, jeez. Yeah, I wouldn't pay $50 for just about, I don't think, any album brand new, unless there was some perks attached to it. I'm going to keep listening over the next week. Maybe it'll grow on me. Sometimes that happens, right? It takes a little bit to grow, but yeah, I mean, if you didn't like it the first couple times you listened to it, I don't know, you may not, you just might not. You know, it doesn't always work that way, right? You're right, James. And believe it or not, on Saturday morning, I did a 2-song Danny and the Juniors tribute to Frank Maffey, the last surviving member. That's right. So, like I said, he gigged around after Iron Maiden in the late 70s. 1980. Yep, that's right. I was just getting to that. Thank you. With the band More, and sang on their album Warhead. That's right. And that's in the lineup. What was it? In the lineup, he did have a guy that actually was in. This is weird. And another member of Iron Maiden that only lasted 3 days. Seriously, there was a photo shoot. That's as far as the dude got. And oh God, what's his name? Hoonen. I hope I got that right. Frank Hoonen, I think, who was in a early version of Def Leppard. Yes. And so I present to you, I decided just to go with the singles here. So from 1981, I don't know why they decided to do a cover of Fire, but this is what we got off the album Warhead. Right. From 1981, off the album Warhead. More with Fire. Well, the chairman is Frank Sinatra. No, and in this case, the chairman, according to Mr. Chris Hill, is Y.O. David. That's it. Yeah, see? That's the chairman. Unless you want the chairman of the board. And then they're going to ask you, give me just a little more time. Yeah, I know that was horrible. I don't give a shit. Yeah, see? There you go. There you go. Like I said, I couldn't believe it. I tripped on that for like $2. That first More album. It's like, interesting. We go to 1982. Another single. This time, More doing Trickster. Goodly to see you, Brandon. All good. You're going to have to go and do the replay to see the Toby appearance. She was there early. Yes. Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that either. Wow, there's been a bunch. I've got very little Riot in the collection. I don't know why. That's right. Please sub to GTR Rock Realm. That's right, from 1982. Trickster, her single from The Moor. Hope everybody's doing good. Yes, I know. Just because records are cheap doesn't mean they're good. Touche. Tomorrow marks the 50th anniversary of the debut album Mental Notes by Split Enz. Wow. 50 years. Well, there's just a lot of stuff. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm boring my own self. No, I'm kidding. I love this quote by a former bandmate of Riot about Mark Reel. He never went anywhere without his guitar and his Bible. Well, that's cool. Isn't that the one that passed away due to Crohn's disease or something? I could have sworn, unless I got somebody mixed up with that. Like I said, I've only got like maybe one or two Riot things, and I think they're CD. I don't have any vinyl. There was this one antique mall which was destroyed by the tornado here that I found some half decent metal CDs for like $1 or $2 each. I found a Riot there. I found demos for the band Holland with Michelangelo, Mike Batio. I was like, the Gods with a Z. I was like, holy McMoly. As long as you have Fire Down Under or Thunder Steel, you're good to go. They're all amazing. I've seen Fire Down Under. I don't think I've seen Thunder Steel. Well, look at that. It's fetching up to $40 for the single, just so you know. And each vinyl comes with a pack of ketchup. 50th anniversary. Yeah, yes, that's right. I remember seeing something on Facebook about that. Rock junkie, I'll tell you. Excuse me. Okay, so I don't know if just more broke up or they went on without Paul, okay? But the next thing is he goes to a new band in 83. Fire Down Under is the only Riot album with original vocalist Guy Speranza. I hadn't slept in the last few days, guys, sorry. So he joins this new band called Wildfire. He's only there in 83 and 84, though. So I present to you two singles. The first one here is called Jerusalem. That's right. So Jerusalem, 1984. Hey, Toby. Now I see it. I still need Rock City. I would have taken that. So this next one is the last single that they did with him, called Nothing Lasts Forever. That's right, from 1984, Wildfire's Nothing Lasts Forever. except the love of Toby. Toby loves all, sees all, knows all in the cat kingdom of the VC. Yes, that's right. All hail to Toby. Toby. Look at her. She's just like, yeah, maybe. Is your daddy hacking a lung? Possibly. Then someday, who knows? It'll be on kitty litter vinyl. You like when Toby covers cat on a hot tin roof, huh? But not in this weather. You know what? See, what is it? I've got the first Budgie album, I think, in my collection. I loved it. Okay, Rock City 76, Narita 77, Fire Down Under 80, Restless Breed 82, Born in America 83, and Thunder Steel in 88. That Toby album would be a bona fide hit. You betcha. Restless Breed is cool. What you looking at? What you looking at? Yeah. Well, thank you. That is that was okay. West Coast 90. 97. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had to look at that for a second. West Coast 97. It was called Supercharged 97. It was a poster that came out courtesy of Red Ant and Atlantic, and I know you can't see it very well, but it's signed by all of the original, the classic Cheap Trick lineup. So yes, even Bunny's on that too. It would have been nice if it had Stone Temple's autographs too, but that's okay. Toby can outsing Yoko. Yeah, it's a fact. All right, we got one last song in the queue for Mr. Paul Day here. Okay, so this is pretty much the last thing that he really was known for. We go a couple years ahead to 1986. All right, so he ends up being the new lead singer at the time of The Sweets. That's right. So you're talking with you're talking about Andy and Mick version of Sweet. All right, so they're in this, and Phil Lanzon, who was in Grand Prix and would end up in Uriah Heep shortly afterwards, and Mac McNally. So they're Sweet in '86. So they cut the album Live at the Marquee, and I thought I would take and just play something that maybe normally does not get played. Burn on the Flame. I gotta confess, I've never heard this one before. I don't know everything from their catalog, but yeah, I only could turn it up a little bit because my headphones. I don't want to say I was going deaf, but I had to calm it down a little. This is true. That's right. There, we'll just stop it right there. How about that? Because I forgot. I can't remember if I ended up getting in trouble with them. There's too many people I get in trouble with, right? Anyways, here's the thing. So, but he ends up, Brandon. Paul ends up moving to Australia. Now, I'm not quite sure when he moves to Australia, but he was there at least in the 2010s. And he also played with a couple Australian rock bands. And he was working on a new album, actually. He started, believe it or not, it was last month. So he didn't get too far into it. No, it doesn't sound like Richard Dolan. That is a fact. The American version of Desolation Boulevard is one of my favorite 70s. See, there you go. Like I said, I've had a handful of sweet albums, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. I love this. I have had that one. I had, what the hell? Give Me a Wink. Fanny Adams. I'm trying to remember. I've had a handful of them, though. I've had a handful. So, I hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, do me a favor. Please, please, please. If you care to, hit the like button. That's always appreciative. Please subscribe, or at least check to see if you are subscribed. That always helps. Currently, at the moment, I've got the most subscribers ever that I've ever had on this channel. We're gonna be coming to 15 years in February. You know, I know that that's still about 6 months away, right? But still, so we're really 14 and a half years we've been doing Psychosplatters, and I love it. I love doing this for you guys, and of course, if inclined, please donate, because all the money goes to either cheap coffee, cheap records, or helps at least offset a little bit of the StreamYard. I'm debating whether or not I want to stay with StreamYard or possibly go to Restream, because it's almost half the price over at Restream. But there's certain things I don't know if I'll be able to do. As far as for the copyright shit, I am very debating about going on Rumble or Twitch just to get around that nonsense for now. I don't know if we'll get to, we would still be able to have those freedoms of being able to play the music and such for very long over there, but I'll enjoy it while I can, damn it. I ended up having to take a moronic 7-question quiz and through this YouTube land here. And so because of that, because I was a good boy, and the warning's supposed to be lifted in late October. So as long as I don't do any other dumbassery, I don't know, whatever. I would have your numbers, Paul, if I didn't keep rebranding. Well, I know you do. You do that, but your live streams are always, and that's where they need to stay. Unless you're outside and you can't make it back in, then pick a good bush that's not poison ivy or oak and make sure it's dark. That's the hint for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we happen to have next the Beatles solo session spotlight. I got a 3 for this time. Two Ringos and a Paul. That's what I got today. Two Ringos and a ball. So from June 1971, B.B. King in London. Yeah. Remember that album? I've come across that album. So this song here that I'm going to pull up, called Ghetto Woman. So basically, you've got Gary Wright, Dr. John, a couple of the Derek and the Dominoes guys, no Eric Clapton, though, and Ringo on drums. Yes. Anyways. So Ghetto Woman, B.B. King, right? This next one here, from late 1968. I never heard of Solomon King. Okay. He put out, I guess he was a UK guy, put out a few 45s, 68, 69 at least. Because he's a Beatle with wings, that's why. That is absolutely right. So I present to you Somewhere in the Crowd, and Ringo sings backing vocals on this. What the? Come on. I don't care about Maida. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? There we go. That's funny.
People going places, I see their faces, but they don't see me. Still I keep on trying, and maybe through my crying there she'll be. Somewhere in the crowd, I know there's gotta be a lonely heart who's searching for a lonely heart like me. I'll give her my hand so she will understand. I'll take her to the highest cloud if I can find her somewhere in the crowd. Why does she ignore me? There must be someone for me waiting there. All my days of sorrow, perhaps we'll go tomorrow and she'll care. Somewhere in the crowd, I know there's gotta be a lonely heart who's searching
Have a good one.
for a lonely heart like me. I'll give her my hand so she will understand. I'll take her to the highest cloud if I can find her somewhere in the crowd. Somewhere in the
Well, that was something. I don't know what it was, but it was something. I never really was into that kind of stuff. I didn't know it was going to be that. But yeah, Ringo's in there somewhere. Oh yeah, I've heard about this. Yes, I have actually. That That definitely sounds like a very interesting little trio. Yeah, I don't blame you. You know, I didn't say that we were going to be all winners in the Beatles solo session spotlight, but what I'm trying to do when I do these things, ladies and gentlemen, is just give you a scope of things. You know, because I mean, let's face it. I mean, other than being Beatles for anywhere from um, 7 to 13 years, they were always busy. My God. Yeah, they can't all be singers. That's right. They cannot all be singers. This last one, Denny Lane put out an album in 1980 called Japanese Tears. Came out on Tacoma Records. I had a copy of that a long, long time ago. I still kind of wish I did. It's been reissued several different times at different record companies. But basically, some of the tracks, at least I'd say half the album, was Paul McCartney Wings outtakes. Remember we played Lawrence Juber's Maisie, right, in the last episode, off his Standard Time album, which was like a 78, 79 outtake. Well, this time around, I happen to have what I think is a 1972 Wings lineup, and it's basically called I Would Only Smile. Let's hear this one together, because I have not heard this in a very, very long time. Like the picture. Late 1972 Wings lineup. If I Would Only Smile. Released in 1980 on his album, Japanese Tears. If you're a big Paul fan or a Denny Lane fan, you're going to want that album. That's right, 716. And yes, early member of the Moody Blues, especially for the Go Now period, that first album. Next up, I got you something a little maybe strange, maybe you've never seen before. It's a couple minutes long for the Daily Dandy, Jimmy in Black Oak, Arkansas. So this one here, let me give you a little bit of a story to this before we put it out there. This is black and white footage. I'm not entirely sure why, but June 28, 1980. So I was going to try to do this the week of, like a 45th anniversary thing, right? There was this big concert. I think they had like between 50 and 75,000 people in this place in Mexico City. And so what they had in June 28, 1980, there was two main bands that performed. Black Oak, Arkansas was one of them. Basically, of course, by that time, the only original member you've got is Jim Dandy. Remember we talked about Sean Lane before. If you know who Sean Lane is, good for you. If not, he was he started in the band at age 14. Jim Dandy was his guardian. Can you imagine this? They signed over so he could tour across state lines. I'm like, only in the late 70s. He was there 78 to 82. And by the time I think he was 18 years old in 82, he was done with Black Oak. And but you'll get to see a taste of this. But so I've got a 4-minute clip here. I cut out the first 2 minutes of the Mexican introduction because I didn't understand any of that. I just went right to the music. The other band that was a little more controversial at that time was Deep Purple. No, Lane for Sean. Memphis born and bred, I think. So the thing is that Deep Purple, June 1980, which of course you're probably sitting there going, Deep Purple, what the hell? Well, that's because, oh God, it was a fake Deep Purple. The only person that was there from any semblance of a Deep Purple lineup was Rod Evans, the original lead singer on the first 3 albums, who got booted out And then he ended up in Captain Beyond, did that, blah, blah, blah. He listened to a scrupulous manager, went off, and he's like, hey, Mexico was not the first gig for the Deep Purple band. He did some West Coast gigs and some other ones too in 1980. I want to say from May to about October, because then the injunction hit by the real Deep Purple, and they're like, they had to go to court. Yeah, see, in 77 roughly, and regrouped in 84. But in 80, the rest of the band, the real band, went off and they were like, they sued Rod Evans' ass. Rod Evans lost, and he lost not only, I think, all the royalties or publishing or whatever to those 3 albums that he was on in Deep Purple. He doesn't have, as of late 1980 or early 81, he doesn't get 1 penny from any of those first 3 albums because of what he did. Yes, somebody is coughing up. He's got the hell you want to call it? He's got allergies and shit. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yep, I love Captain Beyond too. I still need to get a decent copy of that first album with the lenticular cover. I've come across a couple copies, but each of them were scratched to holy hell. I'm just like, I would like to find a half-decent copy, a playable copy of that original album. So without further ado, just let me give you a furballs. Let me give you the little taste of June 28, 1980. This was shown on Mexican television of Black Oak, Arkansas. I cannot remember if this is the clip of them doing the cover of Guns' Race with the Devil. I cannot remember if this is the part on here or not. Gotcha. Nice. Look at that place is all crowded. There's Sean Lane. Yes, that's the reason why. Actually, I think it's a 90-minute drive to the old compound that they used to live in the 70s. Yeah. I'm telling you, getting that kid into this band was such a mismatch. But boy, oh boy, is he something to watch. I'll tell you. Rest in peace to you too, Sean. He's been gone for a while. Anyways, you get the gist of that. Another time when maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll play the some of the Rod Evans footage. Oh my God! Or you can watch it yourself and groan. Rod was okay. The thing is he tried tackling stuff that he didn't fucking sing on, like "Smoke on the Water" and "Highway Star," and I'm like, no, I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, I love that album. Seriously, the whole album is pretty damn good. Can't say that too much for House of Blue Light. There's a couple okay tracks on that second one, but it's like there already was starting to slip already. But that's like that Perfect Strangers album is such a good album to come back on. And I mean, to think that lineup lasted 10 years, right? Oh, or no, wait a minute, no, no, I'm sorry, because Slaves and Masters has got Jolyn Turner on it, which I'm looking for a copy of that. I call it Purple Rainbow, or Purple Rainbow. Do you? I don't know. Maybe I just need to re-examine it, because I mean, I do remember liking a couple tracks. Yeah, Slaves and Masters got Jolyn Turner. That'll eventually go into Jukebox from Hell, and there's a reason for that one. I just need to find a copy of it. I think I've only ever come across one copy. I should have got it, I guess. You know, the one that I should have got too, and that one was very, very rare. It was Bananas. I don't know if you remember that album. That Steve Morse on that one too. On that by then, and what a goofy album cover too. But I actually found a copy of it, but I didn't have enough money to get it. And the next thing I know, it's gone a couple days later. I'm like, damn it. I like Jolyn Turner's voice too. Pace Ashton Lord, Malice in Wonderland. That's right. Oh, yeah, there you go. Like I said, really hard to find that album. You come across that. I don't know if it ever was originally released on vinyl, but for CD, it's really hard to find. They did not make that much. Like the record company kind of squashed it. That is a fact on that. So I don't know. I don't have them in front of me, but I ended up finding the bonus 7-inch to Todd Rundgren's Healing album, if you remember what that is. Yep, JLT was interesting. His solo stuff was soft, but he did some killer metal albums with Yingbe and Rainbow and Purple. That's right. That is absolutely right. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, I can't remember as far as for what was my first Rainbow album. It either was Difficult to Cure or Straight Between the Eyes. I just can't remember. So anyways, we've played the video on here before, but I'm just not in the mood to do that either. But we'll play, because I really do like this song. This is one of my favorite Todd numbers. Yes. From 81, from the album Healing. Only Could Get Dad. I know this is kind of funny, because back in the day, you know, record companies would do this, or the artists would do it, where they'd be like, you know what, I got some great songs, but it's too late to put it on the album. Slap it on a 45 and put it in as a bonus in the album that you're putting out. First time I ever found that was the One-Sided McCartney from McCartney 2. I was like, this feels a little heavier. What the hell is this? And the thing came out. I almost broke it on accident. I'm like, oh wow, what the hell? Same thing for Elvis Costello. That one album just had the same thing. Columbia must have been a big thing for that, right? But I thought it was cool though to finally find it. I found it at a local resale shop for $1 with Tiny Demons on the flip side. First Utopia album was Killer Prague, the Icon. Well, this one here, like I said, I remember the MTV video was goofy. I think it's a big no-no to play the video, if I remember right, so that's why we're not doing it. I can't remember if Time Heals was the same way. I played it a long time ago. I just can't remember. That's the problem when you get to be my age. You can't remember jack shit. But this one here, from 1983. And this was another one that, if I remember right, was on a bonus record in the Utopia release for this. And we're talking about Feet Don't Fail Me Now. I love this song. I do, I do, I do. 1983, Feet Don't Fail Me Now from Todd Rundgren and Utopia. Good to see you here. I just am about ready to leave. I'm about ready to depart. Sorry, Tim. I usually try to do videos around a start time of about 6 or 6:30 Central Standard Time. But usually about 90 minutes to 2 hours in length. But we're about ready to just about wrap this up. I appreciate everybody that was here. I didn't get as many people as I normally do. It's all numbers at the end of the game, right? At the end of the day. It's probably because I took a peeky and there was like over 80-something people over at Rachel's. I'm like, who knows? Maybe I'll go torture her ass too for 2 seconds. Don't really matter though. Anyway, oh, now you show up, Toby. Yes. Yes. Hi, Toby. You got anything to say? No? You're just horny still, aren't you? But like I said, next broadcast, if you're around, glad to have you. It was nice to have you up there. Yeah, it's about time. It's about time. I just want to say thank you. Always powered by coffee, each and every time. It is time for a fat bearded man to chew on a 45. Psycho's Platters is a Love Peace production.